What's up guys, Ashraf here, back again with another video. Today we are going to be starting a new series. It's going to be called DeCoded. So basically DeCoded, the series is all about me finding some random pieces of tech. We're going to be digging in, seeing what it's all about, and just giving you some casual information about what you need to know. So today's DeCoded episode is about this, the Seagate hard drive. So basically a hard disk. We're going to be opening up the hard drive, showing you how this works, and just telling you some information, what you need to know about a hard drive, a HDD, like what it does in your computer. So anyway, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so here is the Seagate hard drive. We're going to be opening this up. Then I'm going to be explaining to you the read and write process for this episode. So let me quickly get this open and then we'll get straight into the video. Okay, so I've successfully taken off all the screws and we can literally just pop this plate off. And there you are, the hard drive. So I'm just going to name a couple of parts here. This is the actuator arm, and this is the actual disk. I'm going to be careful not to touch that. Okay, so when the disk spins around, this, like I said, the actuator arm is what writes and reads the data from the disk. I'm just going to try and show you the actuator arm is actually not even a millimeter away from the actual disk. So you really need to be close to the disk when writing information. So the actuator arm leaves a long pattern of charge onto the disk. This is called writing information. When you want to load or go back to see a picture you saved onto the disk, then the actuator arm then goes back to wherever it left the magnetic charge. Most of the data is in binary code. I'm going to leave a link to a video about binary code in the description. And yeah, most of it is in binary code and it's saved all onto the drive. It then interprets that data and sends it back to the CPU or RAM wherever it's needed for quick access. This is called the reading process. Also, something worth adding, the drives we use today, except for SSDs obviously, have multiple disks. So as you can see here, I only have one disk in this drive because this is only a 500 gigabyte drive. But if you get like a 4 terabyte or 2 terabyte, lots of these disks, and the actuator arms are most of the time on both sides of the disk because the drive can store data on both sides of this disk. So that's handy for more storage these days because like literally games are now like over 100 GB. For example, Call of Duty Warzone. So yeah guys, that's literally the basics of a hard drive. This actuator arm reads all the data and puts all the data onto the disk, and then it leaves a little code, which it basically, like a quick way of saying it is like coordinates. It leaves coordinates on the disk. For example, let's say I've downloaded a game. The game will be saved somewhere onto the drive, and then because this is a hard drive, the actuator arm will then have to go and see the coordinates of where it's put the game and then reads the game from there. So honestly, really smart stuff. So guys, that's the basics of a hard drive. I hope you guys learned something from this video. And yeah, like and subscribe. This is Ashraf with episode 1 of DeCoded.